Hello everybody, and welcome to Day Job. I am your host, Code Marvelous, and we are going to play some Netrunner. Alright, so let's start spamming some stuff out. Yeah, so this is a spammy sports medal with lots and lots of assets. Alright, so we're going to try to jam our way through. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to res this, and we're going to put this in server 2. Then we're going to start the turn. We're going to advance, 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 and score Hyperloop extension, and draw with sports medal. I wonder if they'll trash with money. Alright, they can use freedom to trash it for nothing. So we're gonna dig deep for the remote enforcement. Alright, so we're gonna res that, see if they pay through it. Do they have the ability to break this? I don't think that they do, which is really exciting. Alright, so let's pop this and put it into server 4. And then let's start the turn. put this in, well, here. We're gonna gain 3 credits, and we're gonna put Hyperloop extension in a new remote and see if they check it. Let's see if they take the 2 clicks here. The list is in the show notes. It's an asset spam sports medal. So they didn't click through, which leads me to believe that they want to have the clicks to trash Jeeves. Yep, which makes sense. They are doing a lot of damage to themselves. They don't have any viruses, so they'd have to hard pay for it, which they did. Put that on archives and just get some money. Alright, we have to put something with a little bit of teeth on R&D, so they have to deal with it. And they can't mine David counters. Yeah, this is the KOS from Italian King of... This is the sports medal list from Italian King of Servers. All right. All right, I think I res here because I want them to chew up the David on something that isn't an agenda. Gotta keep digging deep. I put the Endless Eula on a Central. I assume that that's what it's for, but I could be wrong, that it's like supposed to be like a big tax ice for like R&D. Perfect. Let's see if we can cheaty face out an agenda. I don't like this one. So let's go put that one out there. Realistically, we're probably never going to be rich enough to res that other Fairchild. At this point, I'm really just trying to eat up resources to the degree that I can. See, by feeding them the global food, I made it so that they had to, they couldn't exchange that with turntable. If they exchange that with turntable, that's just strictly terrible for them. This is going to feel great, because they're going to get in, and it's going to be a Rashida, and they ripped through even more resources. So make sure there's no wild clots in the trash. Score it, gain the bucks. Yusuf is in play, which is not great for us. We've done a pretty good job of being able to just drag them through this server over and over and over again, which feels really nice. They didn't get any money from Unsure Gamble, which also feels nice. Now, this turntable is starting to become a very serious looming threat, so we do need to be aware of that. So what I'd kind of like to do is res this so that they have to deal with it, and then put Hyperloop in a new remote. They're going to take a turn off, looks like. So we can go advance, 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 score, and then gain a credit. See, that's not great. So we were able to kind of protect ourselves there, which was nice. Let's try to spam a little bit. Force some checks on other servers, shall we? So now I don't think that they can get in. Twice. So here's what I think we're gonna do. We need to find a way to close, which is gonna be tough. We still haven't seen a calibration testing, which is surprising. Somewhat. Alright, so let's use Rashida. We'll put the pet project back. We'll put this in server 4. Oh, I did that backwards. No, it's fine, it's fine. We're gonna put this on R&D. And we're gonna gain $1. We can't afford to res here. So we just have to hope that they miss. Okay, so they're gonna have 2 here, so I actually think we have to res. So the Davids are gone. 2 clone chips in the bin, which since they're on indexing is probably all of the clone chips, which feels very good. We're gonna go credit, 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 hedge. So now that Gatekeeper is reduced in strength, it's actually harder for them and more expensive to get in because now they have to get Black Orchestra out of the trash. And we have Ash protecting R&D. Okay, so that's game. Tight game though. They played super duper well. Alright, let's try another one. Oh, no. That's the wrong side. What a neat deck. I didn't really get like super off to the races with the Advanced Assembly Lines team sponsorship combo, but that's kind of an edge case because we're up against Freedom, where our 0 and 1 cost reses are much more threatened than they would be normally. In any standard matchup, we would have been much more fine. Oh, you want up, buddy? Come on. Ugh. What's up, my dude? My dude. Alright, you want to settle? Sit your butt. Yeah, man. That's nice and comfy, right? Alright, let's take a look at the list while we wait a little bit more. So, I really like the Hyperloop extensions as a 3X in an asset spam deck because it becomes this really lovely, like, if they check it, it's great. If they don't check it, it's still great kind of deal. I like it. It's another thing to kind of throw out to tax clicks. Of course, Jeeves is a star like it is in basically every HB deck that leverages it. The thing I always have the hardest time using in all these sports metal decks effectively is I seem like I can never do the Arella Salvatore chain when I've got everything set up. Okay, I don't like that hand. I like that one much more. Alright. So let's enable. Let's give him the old GLHF. So let's throw some stuff down, right? Get jammy. Two cards, please. Balder. Balder. Okay, so now we can res Executive Boot Camp. We can res a card lowering its cost by 1 so we can get team sponsorship for freezies. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna score Hyperloop extension. We're gonna put Endless Eula down on R&D. And we're gonna get 2 credits. Next turn, I'm comfortable resing that, pre-resing that for the 1 credit discount. Or maybe the turn after, because we have this hedge fund to play. Oh, nice, a pad tap. That's cool. Alright, so... let's say, come to us, please. Now I wonder if they'll spend all their money to get rid of that when it's out in the open. They will. That's a very huge boon for us. So let's draw, 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 and then let's put that in a new remote, res it, install a card, and get ourselves to that lovely 5-card hand size. hope we can draw a piece of ice next turn so that we can double up on this pet project. Perfect. All right, so we're going to biotic. We're going to do direct. Yeah, let's just keep doing that. Look at all that value we got. The Sunny Breaker is very efficient against Eula, but they don't know what we're running yet, which feels great. There's the Nexus. One, two, three. And then let's put that on R&D. Hey, buddy. You were very good yesterday. Good job. I'd like a bigger agenda to come up in the mix. Oh, they're gonna go through and get rid of the team sponsorships. Fantastic. If you gotta go for one, you gotta go for the other one, right? Yeah. The more money they spend, the better I feel. No, I don't want to do that, actually. There's nothing inexpensive that we would want to res right now. Let's draw. Let's draw. Let's draw. And then let's hedge. All right. Let's test the waters a little bit. Let's put this in server 9. Let's put this in there. And let's put this in there. And then gain $1. They have a lot of money to be spending, so we'll see what happens here. Oh. Thank you, Russell. Oh, that's fantastic. They have no money and they left the Rashida. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Then put the remote enforcement in there. We can get rid of this other Jeeves. They played peace in our time. That feels great. Alright, we're gonna use Executive Boot Camp to res that. Let's do Remote Enforcement. Let's put another Fairchild 3 on that server. Triple Fairchild. What? Alright, I gotta shrink my... I don't want or need to res here. You can have it. Spend the money on it. Okay. Oh, this is perfect. So let's install, preemptive, get back the team sponsorships, get back the biotic for the closeout power, and then end the turn. Because that seems like some very serious business. They're going to use their bypass here, which means that they won't be able to use it on other more important servers. Three Fairchilds really feels pretty incredible. But I guess now it's only two Fairchilds. One, two, three. Gotta make you spend some of that money. Hopefully they won't pick up another agenda here. Keep coming through. I want to see you all the time. Ooh, deep data whining. I don't think it's actually worth it to res anything here. We're probably going to lose on this pull, but we fought bravely. We didn't quite... We had Number of turns where we didn't draw agendas during the setup. Yeah, that's gonna be it. We live to fight another day? We do. Surprising. So I'm actually not going to res DBS, because we need to be able to take some turns off. Before we start drawing into new cards. Now I'll turn on DBS, because if we can find Vitruvii. And I couldn't have done it without my friend. So another deep data mining is incoming. We will not survive it. Yeah, no way. There's no way. Good game. Well played. The deck is really solid. I really like it. It's just harder to play than what I normally play, which is a nice challenge. So let's get in there with some more sports. Are you comfy? I mean, you good? Alright, so we're up against the Haley, so we have to be aware of Clot Lock. Let's mulligan that. Ooh, I like the Hyperloop in the opener. Alright, let's give him the old GLHF and see how we do. Alright, so let's put down the Aurelia with the Hyperloop on it, and then also put down the Jeeves. See what happens. Gotta jam. So fast. So fast, we gotta jam. I always wonder if people are gonna take the Jeeves. I mean, I feel like it would be the right play here, but I don't know if they're gonna take it. They're not gonna. One, and a credit. Ooh, a wasteland. Interesting. No, I don't think it was worth it on that first turn. I don't think it was worth the tempo hit on that first turn. I have to pay... No. Okay, I have to undo the click. Because I did that in the wrong order. Because I'm going to need the cash. Two credits. Remote enforcement. we're gonna do Endless Eula on server 1. And then we're going to put this down in server 1 as a little bluff. That's what we're gonna do. Cubon. I mean, I'll overwrite that. I paid 1 credit for that. You're gonna continue? One, two, three. Overwrite. That Cubon play was very, very interesting and could have been very potent, but they did it on a turn where they were only going to be able to run that server once. I feel like that's something you do with like an SMC and a clone ship at the beginning of a turn so that it doesn't actually take any clicks to put the Cubons down, and then you just run in past that server, that ice multiple times to maximize the value before they get rid of it. I wonder if they're going to get this GFI. Nice. They're going to get this GFI? Yeah. Alright. So we got some ice here. So we're going to put this in server 1. We're going to put this on R&D. We're going to put this on HQ. And then we're going to get a credit. We can still do this easily. Especially if I can drag them. I can't believe that this Jeeves is still on the table. Draw, draw, draw. Undo click. Man, just give me an agenda. We keep having these huge windows, and then we just can't find any agendas. Yeah, burn your money. There's no MK in the bin. I wonder if they're gonna go get like a chameleon to break it. That's what I would imagine would be in a deck like this. No, that's not what I meant to do. I just want to eat up as much capital as I can. Well, we've got 3 Vitruviuses on the way, so that's something. We're in very bad shape. That's game. Man, we tried. We really did. If we could have gotten 1 turn off, we probably could have moneyed up and started chaining. You know, after seeing what I saw on the Architect Fire, I should have put, instead of putting a Breaker Bay here, I should have pulled an Ash out of the bin and put it on R&D. That's the play. But yeah, this is an interesting deck. I think I've got to tighten up what you use the triggers for. But yeah, it's solid. Everybody, thank you for taking time out of your day to come hang out and watch me play some Netrunner. It's always a pleasure to have you with me. If you'd like to support the channel, please consider subscribing on Twitch. It's the easiest way to support the channel and help me pay for the software licenses, the equipment upgrades, the lighting, and the time I spend putting together content, organizing the interviews, etc. Until I see all of you wonderful Netrunner humans tomorrow morning, always be running.